Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm Andrew Axum with Axum Outdoor Adventures, Axeman on the Slingshot forum, and I was recently able to get my hands on a couple of gate latches that were being thrown away. I immediately thought to myself, I wonder if I can make some slingshots out of those. I don't know if it'll work or not, but the price was right as they were free, so I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try. Let's see what we can do with them. So the first thing I'm going to do is knock the hinge part off of here. I'm going to knock that pin out of there and remove this because I can't think of anything I need that for. This fork part is all I want, so I'll get started with that. Okay, so I was able to knock the pin out so that I could get the hinge mechanism off of there. And I just used a screwdriver and a hammer and knocked it loose, and then a pair of pliers and pulled it out. Then I also took the hammer handle that I bought and I cut it to a 6-inch length, and I'm going to fit that down in there. So I'm going to have to cut a groove out, but that's going to be my next step. I'm going to do that and get the handle attached. I figured before I go ahead and attach the handle, I should probably put some holes in the forks to attach a band some sort of way. And so I took a 3/16 drill bit that was for metal, and put some holes in the ends of what's going to be our forks there, and we will progress. Okay, well, I have attached the handle to the fork part, and it's starting to look like something similar to a slingshot. I drilled, cut the groove out there for that tongue sort of area to fit down in, and then drilled some holes through there and just ran some screws and put some nuts on the other side. Okay, so I had an idea for attaching some bands, and I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it, and I wanted to show you the process here while I'm doing it. So the hammer handle that I bought came with some little metal wedges to drive down into the top of the handle to, kind of separate that wood inside of the hammer that you attach it to. But since that's not what I used it for, I had these little metal wedges left over. And I just took another drill bit and drilled a hole through those. And I'm going to wrap these in some electrical tape, I think, so that, well, first I'm going to glue a nut onto one side of these and then wrap it in some tape so that it kind of takes the rough edges off of there so that it won't damage our bands. And then use a screw through the other side and just kind of create my own clip system there on the metal forks. Don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to give it a try because I already had these, so anything I can do that doesn't cost me anything extra is okay by me. Alright, so far this is where we're at. We have the forks attached to the hickory hammer handle, and I've attached it with some screws and covered the whole thing in electrical tape just to make it a little prettier and give a little better grip there. I have the clip system that I'm working on. I have the nuts glued to the clips and they're drying, so I'm going to take a little break, let those dry, and then hopefully I'll get back out here later this evening, band this thing up, take it out, see how it works. Alright, here it is, banded up with some .6 sniper sling. It's pretty ugly, I'll be the first one to admit, and probably need some different bands on it, but I had these laying there. Let's get out in the backyard, see if it'll shoot anything or not. Alright, I'm going to take just a couple shots. I know this thing's gigantic and ugly, but let's see if it works. Hey, got one. All right, this is that gatekeeper contraption that I came up with, and the flat bands I put on here the other night didn't work out well. The little clip system that I made was too thin and the bands kept pulling out, so tied some tubes on there, and it was just kind of for fun to see if I could make it something out of that gate latch. So I'm going to fire a few shots at that aluminum can down there and see if this thing is worth anything at all. I've already kind of figured out shooting it sideways does not work so well with this. It's just too heavy, but try some upright shooting with it. Hey, hey! Alright, so it's getting a little cold out here to keep experimenting with this, but that's all this was just a fun experiment. I saw some discarded trash that I thought I could do something with, and I did, and it's kind of fun to come out here and play with. So I'll save this for a warmer day when I can get out here and experiment with it more, and despite its pocketability, this probably won't be an everyday carry for me. Alright, that's going to do it this time for Axum Outdoor Adventure. Again, this Gatekeeper project was just a fun little experiment to see if I could make something out of nothing, and I think I did. I mean, I hit a few shots. If I experiment with the band some more and spend some time out here on a warmer day when my fingers aren't going numb, I may be able to get a little better with this thing. But it was fun to make, and I encourage you to try your hand at just making silly little projects. See if you can make something out of nothing. So if you enjoy these videos and seeing my goofy little experiments, don't forget to go down and subscribe. Also, give us a like, and remember to hit that bell icon so that you can get alerts anytime we put out new content. Thanks for watching.